Okay. There we go. Howdy, crazy horse. That was short. Yeah, Big Mike. Y'all gotta help me get another. Y'all gotta help me get a real camera, man. This is ridiculous. The cell phone thing ain't happening. Liberty Wolves, what's up with you? Good morning to Spain. Morning, Lansing, Michigan. Yeah, man, this phone thing ain't cutting it, man. We'll get there. Let me know if the super chat went through. Fade ended it right as I hit buy. I will let you know. I don't know now because they take all that. See, when I'm on the phone, I can't really see the super chats like you guys do. You see them in colors, and I get a little blip. Such and such sent $2, and I don't know ever if it's working. Prez won't let you vote. Time for that Prez to go. See, Dibber just ended the whole darn thing. Dibber, don't do them like that, man. They gotta, oh my goodness. Thing I love about Dibber is it's just like, to the point. His videos could be like 1 minute each. Prez won't let you vote, let his ass go. Boom. Next. So, we don't end them that quickly over here in Georgia. We gotta give them a little more and tell them why. We're trying to educate the biker community, especially the new folks coming in, because you guys get put on so much crap, and a lot of the crap you get put on is because you just don't know any better. So Dibber got us straight to the point this morning, so let's go on and go on over there. Dear Black Dragon was the note. I've gotten like 50 of these. By the time I speak on something, I've probably gotten like 50 letters about it. And this one was one in a string of letters that are kind of all around the same thing. Good morning, Sinister, Chicago. Good morning, Black Dragon. Look at your videos. Good morning. Good to talk to you. So we get these all the time, and it's really interesting. I'm going to try to take these a little better today. There's no snow on them. Ooh, ooh, These are 54-year-old knees here. I feel like Grandpa going down the stairs here. Like this one is like 10 feet deep. Oh, whoa. And then this one's like way down. Okay, I think I can do these. Alrighty. Looking good. Whatever Boy Scout built these steps needs to have his ass kicked. In any event, a lot of this runs kind of parallel with the whole, I'm the founder of the club, and I say what goes on, and no one can make any changes but me. I own the motorcycle club. I'm the president for life. All these are all extremely similar motifs, all similar kind of beliefs, and I see them a lot in motorcycle clubs. My president won't let me have a vote. The president won't let us vote. We can't vote because the president says so. My president won't let me. My president won't let me. I tried it out in the song. My president won't let me vote in the MC. I think he has something against you and me. My president really won't let us vote at all. I think he said to hell with all the bylaws. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Come on now. Really? Your president won't let you vote. The motorcycle club, the traditional MC, is... Dipper said, I'd never join a club with self-appointed presidents. The members are the ones that decide via the vote who is the president, regardless of that person, regardless of who started the club or not. Dipper is actually absolutely 100% right. The way traditional motorcycle clubs work is it is a we. It's a we, not an us. A we, not a me. And it is put together on democratic principles. No one man runs the show. What the president really is in a traditional MC is he is the person who guarantees that the motorcycle club will accomplish what the voting members said that they would do. Thank you, $10 from Big Mike. We appreciate you, man. That drone is going to be awesome. But he tells us what the president does is, and this was kind of funny because me and Mikey 1%er had this conversation the other day, and he says to me, who is the lowest man on the totem pole in an MC? And many people will say the prospect. But in actuality, the lowest person on the totem pole in the MC is the president. And in the case of national organizations, it would be the national president. You see, the president is the servant of the MC. The president is the ultimate servant of the MC. It is his job to ensure that the MC's goals are accomplished. And he doesn't set the goals. The Full Patch brothers in good standing set the goals via their votes. So it's an interesting setup. Presidents have a lot of power. Thank you from the Capatos. Did I say that right? Captcos. $10 from you guys. I appreciate you. You guys have to sometimes email me how to pronounce your names. I hate to mess up people's names. It's just disrespectful. Prospects are potentially the most dangerous person walking around with the club. You never know what they're going to be told to do. If you have voting rights, if you don't have any, why be in the club? Good afternoon to the UK. Oh, it's afternoon for you guys over there. Good deal. Good afternoon, sir. So, the president does lead, and it would be foolish to say that a strong president can't enforce his will on the club. He should. If he knows which way the direction the club should go in, he should certainly influence the club through his leadership skills, his power of persuasion, his diplomacy, his skills in conversing and idea changing and exchanging, his ability to bring the guys to the next level of thinking through artful prose, conversation, leading the guys to a point where they want to say, huh, Prez is right, he's got a lot of experience. I like what he says, let's go in that direction. But it's the club's decision. It's the vote of them all. It's the one who, which path has the dog chosen today? It's the club it's the club who says, well, we've heard all the discussion, now let's have a vote. You know, people always talk about the movie Sons of Anarchy, and I always think about when things always went tragic in that movie. They always went tragic in that television show when somebody, namely Clay, was acting outside of what the club had discussed. something he wanted to do on his own. He accidentally killed club members' wives, all kinds of BS, by taking his own agenda before the club. Someone said I'm missing the elf hat. Yeah, that'll be back in the, I'm not wearing that out in public. So, when a president is in a meeting, in a traditional motorcycle club, he does not even get to bring a topic to the table in terms of forwarding something for a motion. Even if the topic is his idea, he has to look around the table and say, can someone bring this as a motion? One of the members has to bring that in motion, if you're following Robert's Rules of Order. So, even an idea that the president has is brought to the table by another person. Dibber said something. Oh, he's talking to someone. So, if you think about it, then what is it that the president does? Well, it works kind of like this. We come up with this idea. What's up, Rambo in Stillwater, Oklahoma, my home area? We come up with an idea. We say we want to do this. And we vote for it. So now, what does the president do? The president uses all the means at his disposal to make sure that what we vote on happens. That's his job. He makes sure that the VP gets involved, Sergeant at Arms gets involved, whatever committee is supposed to work on it is the committee that does it. That's his job. No, last time we went that way, we had to climb a fence. It was very ugly. Come on here, dog. Come on. We ain't going that way. Not through the swamp. Bring your little spotted ass on. Come on. That dog. Take his butt that way. Sorry about that. So, the president comes up with an idea. Ann Squirrely said I was a fan of Dibber before I found BD. Now you should be a fan of both of us. Because I'm still a fan of Dibber's. So, anyway, the president comes up with a vote, and the club comes up with a vote, and then the president uses the club, his means, all the resources of the club to make the vote happen. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say this again. Sometimes a lot of presidents are overbearing. A lot of presidents are unable to share that power because you guys do this. You do it with your laziness. You do it with your sluthiness. Hello, Scott Stone. Good afternoon. You do it with the fact that you make the president do everything. He feels like, a lot of times the president feels like he can't leave you guys to do anything. And the bill's a little short at the clubhouse. Who makes up the bills? The president. He's the one spending $400 or $500 a month more than what the dues are every single month. He's the guy that's coming in late, closing late. When you start crying about your wife, your dog, your cat, your booty, your butt hurts, one always screaming. And he's the one that's always coming in, always doing the most. When you can't make duty, he's the one that's holding up the duty roster. He's shutting the clubhouse down when it should be you. Appreciate the donation. Lucky 36, thank you. And I did check out the Maverick, that drone. Whoever asked me that, I'll talk to you about that a little later. So when you put it all on the president, then you get mad because he's doing it all. That doesn't seem to make any sense to me. If you're not fair to the man, how do you expect him to be fair back? How do you expect him not to just say, F it, I'm doing it all, we ain't having no vote. Why vote? Why vote to have a business manager who never shows up to ride? Why vote to have you know, you've been out of the club for 7 months, you want to show up one day and have a damn vote. And then we're not going to see you again for another 7 months. That's what I see. Sitting around the side of your arms, Byron. That's part of his duties. Oh, Deborah's telling y'all something. So, I see it all the time. Here we got, you know, and the guys that keep up the most noise in the club are the ones that do the least. All the time. Got something to say. Something to say, something to say. Then next thing you know, you look around, you don't see them, they aren't anywhere. Oh, here the hell we are, back at Stonehenge. Johns Creek, Stonehenge. This is the weird one where we saw the little church and all this back here. I wasn't gonna be back here with the Blair Witch Hunt project. Yeah, that's the. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Not today. Can you vote if you're late on dues? Hell no. You can't vote if you're late on dues. Hell no. What you can do if you're late on dues is give me your patch. You can't be late on your electricity and still have some. You can't be late on your car payment and still drive. It takes money to run this thing. Now, some clubs have some rules. Okay, maybe 2 months back or 3 months or whatever. I've seen it all. But this is, you know, thank you, Edgar Duces. Edgar Duces. Thank you for your contribution. No Motorcycle Club, solo rider. And those guys are cool, man. Solo riders are cool. I have nothing against them. Matter of fact, I think a lot more MC riders need to be solo riders. They want to be late on their dues and still vote. They need to be not an MC and not have to worry about dues at all. Voting in my club, thank you, Wolf Martin. Voting in my club is by full patch brothers in good standing. So if you're under suspension, guess what? You don't get to vote. You don't get to vote under suspension. You don't get to vote if your dues are behind. You don't get to vote if you're not in good standing. If you're under any kind of sanction, you don't get to vote. Voting is for people who follow the rules. But voting is a right of all full patch brothers in good standing. It is a right. If you come to the meeting tomorrow and you're in a brand new clubhouse and you never had a vote on it and you never even heard about it, and now the president and everybody's sitting in a brand new clubhouse, and where the hell did this come from? Oh, the Prez did it. It happens. But it is not the bane, it is not the backbone, it is not how, well, it is the bane of traditional MCs. It's not how traditional MCs are run. We make all big bad decisions together as one. We do this together. You don't get to just run our resources. Another one is, you know, and when I was a prospect, when I was young in the club, all I cared about was chasing women, riding motorcycles, racing down the road, and flossing my Black Sabbath patch. I was the man when I put that patch on. I felt 153 feet tall. I didn't care about the money, the dues. I don't even know where the dues went. All I know is we had a clubhouse to come home to. The club made all kinds of money. I didn't know where that money went. That's what we do. Just as long as Papa's running it. As long as Daddy's got everything, everybody's back, he's paying all the bills. He's taking all the heat. He's dealing with the city council. He's doing it all. We don't ask. I didn't even ask. Are the bills paid? I didn't know. I didn't care. I paid my $25 a month. $25 a month. $25 a month. What in the hell? Man, I got to get me a GoPro. These people calling my phone back to back to back to back. It's just ridiculous. If you know me and you call me and I send you straight to voicemail, don't call me again. I'll call you. But anyway, as I was saying on my rant before I got interrupted, it's so easy to let someone else do everything. So you can't have both ways. You can't let someone else do everything and then you, good morning Barcelona, and then you're mad because you didn't get a vote. After a while, I just get tired of asking you. After a while, I don't care. After a while, I just got to make it happen. You can take your MC back, but you got to take responsibility in your MC. If you got a one-man show running the MC, then sit back and let the one-man show do it. But you're not a brother. You're not a sister. You're a dependent. You are breasts on a bull. What good are they? They're just hanging down. They ain't doing nothing. I was talking about $25 a month dues. $25, I was paying my $25. And I laugh. $25. What in the hell is $25? I've seen people accuse presidents of stealing. You stole our money. What are you talking about? You stole our money. The clubhouse is up and running. Well, I paid my $25 and you're saying you need more money. You paid your $25. You paid your $25. Man, if you don't get away from me with that BS, I'm gonna slap your teeth out of your mouth. You paid your $25. Bro, there's 18 of us in this chapter, and the rent is $1,000 a month. What the hell are you talking about? You paid your $25. Get him, Braveheart. Get him. Get them too. Man, I'm taking you to the glue factory. I'm done with you, Braveheart. You're going to the glue factory. You were supposed to beat them two dogs down, man. What the hell? He'll fight a Doberman Pinscher, but two little pesky dogs, no Braveheart. That dog. Good morning, Danny V. If the president is not allowing the vote and the VP and the sergeant at arms aren't acting, they all need to be done. Club won't hold together otherwise. So, let's talk about this for a minute. In the United States Navy, it was really kind of weird. It was kind of interesting. You had two kinds of jobs. One job was based on your rank. So you were an E3, maybe you cleaned the bilges. The other job was known as Positional Authority. as a nuclear weapons security guard, it didn't matter if you were an E3 or an E9. When you were on watch, no one could violate your watch station, no matter what rank they were. So maybe as an E3 fireman, you cleaned the bilges, but maybe your positional authority job was you ran a boat from the aircraft carrier to shore. We call it a Liberty boat. And you're taking all these guys on Liberty, because, you know, being on a ship was like being a slave. So when you got off that ship, you got some liberty. So you're running the Liberty launch from shore to ship. Well, as an E3, you are in charge of that launch. Nobody can come on your launch and tell you what to do. That's your positional authority. That's the authority given to you by the commanding officer in the rule books that said you will ride this thing, you will leave at 15 minutes on the hour and return. Everybody will sit down, nobody will be drinking, nobody will be doing boisterous activity, and woe be to the son of a bitch who dared flex on your authority. So some drunk commander or colonel comes on board your little vessel, cussing at you and screaming and telling you what to do, could find himself before the man first thing in the morning. Because your job is to keep that little boat safe and get the people on that boat back and forth safely. That's your job. That's your positional authority. If you're the nuclear weapons handling guard, your job is to make sure nothing happens to that nuclear weapon. You have your rules, they're written down. This is how we're going to do this. You can go get the captain if you want to, but nobody will violate this watch station. So we have that same kind of positional authority in our bylaws. He had that same kind of positional authority in the bylaws. That positional authority that says you have to do what the bylaws say you have to do. So, as a sergeant at arms, you don't have to ask anybody's permission to do A, B, C, or D. You just do it. It's my job to protect the president, and he'll be protected. It's my job to protect the clubhouse, it'll be protected. My job to make sure that the clubhouse doors are shut at 4:30, open at 11:30. That's what you do. And you don't have to ask anybody about that. You just do it. That's what you do. So what the commenter said was right. If for some reason the president is not allowing a vote, then he's right. The VP, the sergeant at arms, they're not doing their job. But we see it happen all the time in these 99% of MCs, because a lot of you guys, you just don't know. You just don't know. You get sold a bill of goods from day one. There's so many of you that don't even have bylaws. I find it amazing. People in motorcycle clubs with no bylaws. Take care, Liberty Wolves, Wolves of Liberty, over there in Spain. So, voting is your right by the bylaws. Trump 6. Hello to the French Riviera. Oh, that's really cool. It's been many years since I've been there. Voting is your right by the bylaws. It is your positional authority within the MC. If somebody's trying to block you from that, they're in the wrong and should be voted out. There should be no surprises in the MC. There should be no uh-ohs. Everything we're doing should be up front and everybody should see them. I talk about the money in the club. For the longest time, I never knew where the money went. It's that irresponsibility. It is your job as a member of the MC, to see the financials. There should be financials in every meeting. In every church, there should be financials. These are your responsibilities to make sure that the MC runs correctly. And anyone trying to deprive you of your rights, woe be unto them. Think about it. If the president won't let you vote, you don't want to vote. No one can hold grown men down. I had a conversation with one of my good friends, Mikey, 1%er, who said to me, what do you want in your motorcycle club? Do you want sheep or do you want wolves? You're a grown man. Are you a sheeple? Or are you a wolf? People don't tell grown men what to do. They reason with them. They come to an objective course that's good for all involved. Presidents respect members. I was told that a president is just another patch wearer. To hell with the tag. That's another one Mikey 1%er said. It's just a tag. You're a brother. And you should want to be identified as a brother. As a brother first. Always as a brother. And when you are not respecting your brother's rights, their wishes, and their ability to vote, now you're not being a very good brother, are you? You're not really concentrating on the we now, are you? You're thinking more about your own ambitions and the me. And that never makes good teamwork. Now does it? Anyway, that's my time. I appreciate and love you all. I hope that you have good motorcycle club lives and you're doing this thing that you love, that we love, to the fullest. And treat each other good. And you'll have much happier club lives. I'm Black Dragon, telling you to have a great and wonderful, great day. Christmas is coming up. Be happy, do great things for the members and the brothers and sisters in your motorcycle club world, the property ofs, the social clubs. Treat all those people as good as you can. They are who you have. They are your elected family. They love you, and you should love them. And you can't love anyone if you don't treat them right. So have a productive day. And get skinny!